Hi, Yang. I think it's just you. This is way too late for me to be doing a live stream, but it's also not the weekend. Hi, Heather. How are you? There's not really anyone here, but that's okay. Youth are here. I also wouldn't even mind if it was, just me by myself. I just so happen to have to say some things. Yay, Yang is here. How are you guys? I'm just over here painting my nails. That's what I'm doing. Forgive me for not putting any chats up on the screen, but I have my phone in its holder so I can paint my nails. Where's everyone else? First of all, hi, CLJ. I was hoping I'd see you because I just seen a comment from you. It was like, how nice would that be if CLJ came in? Hi, how are you? Yeah, where's everyone else? First of all, this was last minute. I'm in a bad mood and I want to talk to the internet homies. You know what I mean? Hold on. CLJ, I'm glad you did too. Sorry, guys. I have a horrible cough and I am not putting you through it. Oh, look. Oh, look. I love that. You were just looking at them. What happened, Yang? Just a life. Just a life. Like, of course, I cannot wait to get out of here. Especially today, especially in this moment, because, that changes and it's going to stop changing. But in this moment, I want to be gone. I want to be in West Virginia already. I want to be working on a video right now and not repainting my nails the second day in a row. Hi, Patty. How are you? Sorry. I got sidetracked by the dog coming up above the dog. I can see if he comes over the gate that keeps him in his room because he has a room. He doesn't have like a crate or anything. He has like a room. They use their pantry. I think that's what it is, pantry. So the dog just scared the shit out of me. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Oh my God, were you? I was just thinking about all of you. It's like all the homegirls. Like I wish that I wanted to talk on the phone. I can't even film a video. I don't even want to talk to nobody on the phone. And of course, I'm talking about my friends. I adore my fucking friends. But it's like I don't even want to talk on the phone. I just don't even want to talk about these problems. Like I got fucking problems. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of where I'm at. And I'm just feeling sorry for myself. And I was just hoping you guys could help my mood because live streams always do. And just the bitches that are in here, like perfect bitches to change my mood. I'm smoking a cigarette currently, but I'm about to paint my left hand. I did something with blooming gel on my right hand, and I thought I was going to be so cool because I seen a YouTube short, and I'm like, oh my God, I can so fucking do that. Duh. Yeah, well, guess what? It didn't look like hers. No, no, no. There's nothing to even no, literally nothing, Mandy. Um, yeah, just having a bad time. But that's totally not even what I want to talk about because that's all I would talk about in a video. You know what I'm saying? It's like my life is the last thing I want to talk about. And not that I want anything to be going on in your guys' lives, but like do any of you got some shit going on? Like I'm a great listener. I think I can give good advice, depending on whether I've been through it. Thank you for that purple heart, though. Like, Mandy, them fucking purple hearts be doing the damn thing. Thank you. You know what, Mandy? I need you to start watching stuff with builder gel. Because you know what? The polygel, I recently did a polygel set, and I'm a polygel girl. That's where I came from. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yang. Tell us about it. She lied and said I was abusive. Oh no. Well, can she steal the child? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that like can she can't really do that? No, you have to have faith. Picture of the t-shirt. This made me laugh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Just think of the t-shirt. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that is. Oh my god, is that really JK's ex for serious? No. That's a troll, right? Oh yeah, it's so hot, Patty. Patty, there's no AC in this house. Okay, like there's ACs in people's rooms. There's no AC for me though. A treacherous snake. I would say so, Yang. That's terrible. You know, for anyone to accuse me of ABUSing my child, I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about that either. Like, shame on her. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, okay. Well, Yang, if you are JK's baby daddy, you're welcome here because you know that I do not like JK and I never will. How such a large YouTuber. Like you guys really, let me just say this out loud, okay, for real, because now it's over, right? Like, whatever. A YouTuber with almost 4 million followers. I'm sure it's down to like 2 by now, right? But with millions of followers, you know, this huge Patreon full of members, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're so welcome. And just all these things, right? Like here I am, this channel with like 5,500, I think. I don't even know if I had 5,500. Maybe it was like 5,200 or something. And my fucking videos were only getting a few thousand views. Like nobody cared about Jessica like that. Oh, you can only see your baby through her videos. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Full decent say would be done. Yes. Yes. Paying for subs over 1 million. I agree. I agree with that anyway, Mandy. Well, you know, and Patty, that honestly, it's really not that bad because like I am a Florida girl for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So like when I went outside today, you guys, here's the worst part. I will sweat profusely. Like my head will literally pour sweat, you guys. Okay. And I'm not even uncomfortable. My body is hot. I'm not uncomfortable. I don't feel overheated. I don't feel like, oh my God. I very much feel like, thank goodness I'm not in Florida this summer, right? Like one more summer not in Florida because they're horrible. They really are. Florida summers are horrible, guys. And it's like, but my body just is not about that life. You know what I'm saying? And I hate it. I hate to sweat. And I'm just like always pouring sweat from my head. And I hate that. And it's like, ew, that's just so gross for a girl. You know what? I've actually never really looked at her children. I don't know. I don't even know if that's believable, but I really haven't. I try to just pretend they're not there. That was very nice of you to say that. She's absolutely beautiful. I did watch a hiking reel from Instagram. Mandy, I think you might have sent it to me, matter of fact. And I noticed just how big she was. She's like it's not like both of them are little girls anymore, right? One of them is a big girl now. You guys, the baby is about to be 13. I am going to have a 13-year-old. What? Like, dude, it's crazy enough to know that I'm going to have a 25-year-old in a few months. But no, the baby, 13? Get out of here, man. And you guys, I want to do something really cool for 13. I want to do something really cool that does not mean that I have to spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can imagine you. That's crazy. But yeah, I want to do something dope. And I just don't know what that's going to be because as much as I have spoken to him, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I have a regular time that I speak to him. My child does not like to be on the phone. And when I had him with me, like, he already was, like, not into the phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nana would call and shit, and he would just be like, "Yeah, like, girl, I ain't got time for you." But if Nana came to get him, he'd be so excited to go with her, like, totally that. And yeah, he's just really, really bad with that phone. And he just doesn't want to talk to nobody, no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even want to talk to, family that's around the corner that just wants to ask him a question. He's like nuts with that phone. Come up with something dope. Yeah, that's true. I want to make him something though at 13. Like, I know he's my baby, but like he's big now, right? Like he's a teenager. Oh my God, a teenager. When I think about all the years that have passed, right? And I did not have him with me, but then I'm so grateful that I was able to get my ass to Florida in 5 months and spent the last 6 years with him up until the last year. You know what I mean? So yeah, like at least I made sure I was present. That's for sure. Oh, thank you so much, Mandy. Yes, very that. Very that. Please like the stream. That will actually help YouTube to tell all the rest of you beautiful bitches that like I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, please hit the like button. Mandy, do you want to come up here? Because I actually have to. Not I have to. I don't have to fucking do anything. But something recently happened with Coley, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And then I'm going to address something else, and that was not the intentions at all. But right before I came live, Terry left a comment about 10 minutes before like I officially jumped on live and shit. And I had a message from someone else about that comment like before I even like hit the fucking intro on my live. And I'm gonna say something because like people really got me fucked up. Okay, yeah, no, I'm sure you'll be fine. I just want to kind of talk it out with you because like since you're here, like, how do I not utilize you? If that makes sense. Because yeah, this one's really, really going to be for the replay gang. I know 17 people are watching, but there's only, a few of you actually in here to really listen to me. So yeah, I'm going to have to change the title, make a thumbnail, and do all the things.
Hey
Hey,
girl, do I sound
girlfriend.
okay? Hey, do
You
I sound
sound
okay?
great. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. I was worried about that.
Okay, so I have to ask you this. I know that, some of you see everything, so please don't be offended if you're like, oh my God, you really think I didn't see that? You know what I'm saying? Um, Patty is saying, Tyra, be gentle if you can. Coley is not in a good. Oh, yeah, no, I have no intentions on being, like, mean at all. It's just I just want to have a conversation, truly. Okay, so have you noticed that Coley is like sharing things of mine and like being nice? Have you noticed that by chance?
Oh yeah, I've definitely noticed that, and I know the comment you're talking about. So if you want, I can jump right into it.
Let's oh Mandy, thank you. Mandy, you are so sweet. You are so
I was
sweet. You're
legit
so sweet.
like about to do that, and it was like Kira's live, and I was like, oh,
Right. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, and you know what? That's exactly what you do too. Like when you do, you send it just like that, and it's just like, oh, okay, Mandy's thinking about me. You're so sweet. You're
yeah.
so sweet.
Oh,
Okay, so you know the comment that I'm talking about. Did you see my community post?
I did.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it because here's
Okay.
my thing. I feel like how dare you have expectations of me because you all of a sudden are now going out of your way. You haven't said a single word to me. You haven't tagged me in nothing. You haven't, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect her to reach out to me on email, me and be like, let's
Yeah.
be for serious, right? But like,
Hmm.
you haven't done a short addressing me and saying you're sorry or any of the things. But all of a sudden, you like Tyra. That's
Yes.
great. And you know what? I ain't got no problem going over by you if I think the stream is worth watching or if I catch you or any of the things. I'll come in and say
Hmm.
hello if I'm not fucking blocked, right?
Yeah.
But it's
Like
like
most of us.
right, and that's what I'm saying. So, like, really, would that even be a thing? Sure.
Hmm.
But and then I'm thinking to myself, so I say in my video about Shelly, how Shelly is very similar to Coley, right? And she
Yeah.
likes to absorb people's personalities in a weird way. And she tries to be slick about it, but it when you're doing that, it becomes your own lingo, and that's weird. And we've
Yeah.
always noticed that about Coley. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like,
And
as
like,
a community of women, we have always recognized this thing, right?
yes. And one thing I want to say is like, okay, I comment something to you specifically, like say on your video or your post, I'll
Mhm.
use with a Z because you say
Right,
that. You know what I mean?
right,
Or
right.
like the other night when we got disconnected on the live, I was like, everybody sleep with the angels because that's Tira's post.
Aw, and you know
You know
that's
what
what
I
I
mean?
say.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's how she would end it. So let me just say that and go.
Oh
But
my
like it
God,
would
I
be
love
so
that.
different if I was on my channel and I was live and I was like, all of yous need to do this and then, and end it like the same way you do. That's
Well, and if
weird.
you don't really talk like that, but when you're talking to me, why can't you talk to me the way I talk to you? Right? So I have
Yeah.
Terry Lynn who's like that too. She'll say things and it's like, oh my God, look at her. She's making sure she's speaking Kira while she's over here. I've noticed you do it. You
Yeah.
guys are not the only people. People
Hmm.
do it all the time, whether they're doing it because they like me or they hate me, right? Either way, they're
Yeah, it's
doing it.
cute.
Um, and the thing is, when you're Coley and you go on your channel and you're speaking to 15 minors, and in this minor stream, you're saying very that and all this and this and this and boop,
That
boop,
was
boop,
the
boop,
thing.
boop,
I
boop.
could not think of like the
That's
catchphrase
the
that she stole, but
thing.
that's it. Very that, and she says all the things, which I say that now. It's kind of like part of my lingo too. But like she's been doing it a long time, and that is something that you say regularly. Is all the things
Right,
and
but
very
and
that.
I love that for you. Here's the thing. I think that when I start saying things and yous watch me, I do too much content for yous not to pick up on my shit.
Oh, for
But
sure, for
as
sure.
your personality is supposed to shine in a live stream, don't sit there and talk like me. And that has been a thing for years.
Well, it's
Why is
also
she acting like
something
she don't know she talks like me, Mandy? Please
like I
help me
don't
understand.
I don't think you're the first one. That's the thing. And I think that the first time she did it, she completely got away with it because I think that she started like and I have like spoken to this person.
Okay.
And it's LB. L and her used to kind of like there was
Oh.
a
And I
parasocial thing
wouldn't
going on
know because
there.
I don't watch LB, so of
Yeah.
course I wouldn't notice. Okay.
And see, like at the time, this was years ago. I was gonna do something with LB, like about Katie Joy, and I mentioned to her. I was like, "You know my friend Coley," and she was like, "I know that name." And like we went back and forth, and she was like, "Oh no, I know her like online. Like she's one of my subs." But like behind that, when Coley and I were cool, which we weren't at this point, she had told me her and Elle like talked on the phone, like did these things that I was like, "Oh, okay, well that makes sense." You know what I mean? But I know Coley got in some shit in her community, and I think they broke ties. I can't remember. It's all kind of fuzzy because it was a couple years ago.
No,
But
she did because she got crazy over there like she always does.
and I
And
think that
LB was
before
not
you,
playing it. LB is not the one for the dramaticals, honey. I
no,
don't
like
know
she's
why she
very,
tried to
I
play with
really like her
LB.
delivery. Like
Oh
she's
yeah.
very
Oh
matter of
yeah.
fact.
Very nice
She's
lady.
very,
Very nice lady.
yeah, but you can like see the like, I don't want to say Louisiana because it's more of like a southeastern south kind of thing, but Elle has that. She has that accent. And it's like Coley has that accent. Obviously they're close in proximity. Maybe that's it. And maybe that's all it is. But when I was hanging out with Coley, she seemed to be putting out this like image of like a good old Southern gal. You know what I mean? And then she starts taking things out of your dialect, and you're from fucking Chicago. It's different. It
Right.
ain't shit we say down
Right.
here. You know, that's why like I think for people like Terry or me, we pick up on little phrases you say and we're like, "Oh, that's so cute," because people don't say it like where we live.
Right, right.
So it's
It's not
like,
like you guys are going into chat saying, "Hello, you beautiful bitches," right?
yes.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
like
not it. And the
no.
thing is, too, like with Coley, dude, I want her to be better. I want her to be good on YouTube. I would love to see her old videos where she edits and they were great. And,
Yeah.
but like, I have seen her take on my own very own personality. Okay, all I said in
Mhm.
the video was absorb, and I said
Mhm.
something about speaking. But like
Yeah.
Coley, I have watched you act like me. And I cannot be duplicated. If there's one
No.
person on this platform, it's me that cannot be duplicated.
No. And
I am
like,
so me. You can't.
and I also wonder because there was a point in time, you know, in this couple years span where she was trying to go at you. Like she'd be going in on you on her community posts.
Yeah, real
And I
bad,
wonder if
right,
she
though? And
picked
not
up,
even just, like, bitches and hoes, it was bad, bad,
no, it was
Mandy, like, she
bad.
was
And
real
like,
tough.
I'm wondering if she picked up like the very that or like all of things or whatever, because she would say that when she was like attacking you and then end it like with very that period. And it's like stealing your lingo, but at the same time, she was stealing it like in a mocking way, if that makes sense.
Well,
Like,
and I think that's totally how it could have started, but then I
yeah.
say to myself, Mandy, I haven't just watched her pick up my personality. You bring up LB, I wouldn't know, so that's a great point. Dude, I have seen her community posts where she's supporting someone like Pino, and then all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden she's talking like Pino.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Coley,
Coley does that though. Like when she was with
but
Sarah Jean,
doesn't
she had a
Coley know
different.
Coley does that, Mandy?
She
Doesn't she
does.
know
Like when
she
she
does
was
that?
with.
I'm not being mean.
No, I'm dead ass. Like when she was friends with Sarah Jean, I feel like they had something going and it was like their own little thing. And then we became friends. And I
Mm,
feel like she was not how she was with Sarah Jean. I feel like she kind of started to try to morph so we could create something like a podcast. But like when we
right,
would stream together, we would talk about actual topics. And it's like now I see her and it's like she's scattered and she's not really got like a consistent thought. And I know, like, I think a lot of this is insecurity. I just don't think she has a really like strong sense of self because I can tell you right now, Coley has an infectious personality. I like her. Like I would watch her if she did Coley content, but she doesn't. And it's like it's so disappointing when you do like even though there's bad blood and bad shit has happened in the background and you just want this person to fucking succeed because you know they can, and they keep
Well, and
making
that's
these
the
silly
worst
fuck
part. We've
offs.
all seen her succeed.
Yeah.
We've all seen it. So it's hard, especially for people like you and I,
Hmm.
to know that like she keeps doing, because I remember, okay, this awesome fucking video maker, and she was just this damn subscriber, and she just
Hmm.
had to make a channel. I wasn't even editing yet, girl. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you bitch, you had to fucking make a video, didn't you? Look at how you're editing your video so fucking cool, and I'm
Hmm.
like, oh gosh, a damn subscriber, bitch. I gotta learn how to edit, and I remember like loving her editing and being like, damn, that is so
She is
dope.
so fucking talented, dude. She shows
Why?
me old
Why do
videos
you
and shit,
not
like,
do
and she's
that for
so
years?
talented.
She's so
Well,
good.
if you
How do
think
you
about
not
it,
do that?
like our podcast idea was fucking solid. It was great. Like
Yeah, I
I
don't
have
think you would
always
have
been
signed on
hindered.
if it wasn't.
Yeah, like, and I have always been hindered by the fact that I couldn't edit. So it was like we were a good team. It's like I'll bring the
Yeah,
research, you do the editing. And that
sure.
was the plan. And I think it could have went really well. But Coley will inflate these things in her head. And I'm not gonna say that we didn't have conversations where we're like, bitch, this is gonna be successful because we've got A, B, and C, and like this is a magic potion kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But then she comes out and she does like the video she did on Sarah Jean when we were friends, and she's like, we have a highly successful podcast. Don't say that. Like the podcast doesn't exist. You cannot say it's highly successful before we've
Right.
even made an episode.
Right.
And it's like I think that like it, it's insecurity, and then she overcompensates with like this confidence that she doesn't have, and then says things like that are just not true. And anybody on the internet is gonna bust your nuts if you're not telling the truth. And I don't know. I think that's her main problem. And like I like Coley. I want her to succeed. I don't want anything to do with her. Like I'm
Well,
very clear on
right,
that. But like
right,
I
right. And
would
I think
watch
that's
if
where
she
we're
would.
all at.
Yeah, it's like I
Because
would watch. I would watch if she would just
dude,
do Coley
I'm not into
content.
politics, but I have watched her talk about politics, and she can have a great conversation. She can do great things on this platform. She really fucking can.
The girl
And
is
I don't know
smart.
what her
Like she's
issue
very
is,
smart.
but like I also believe that so many people from this community, okay, who are really just for the underdog anyway, we're all underdog lovers. Like
Yeah.
I know if she just said, okay, I'm on YouTube to do some fuck shit, and then we could respect it, and then we could decide if we want to participate in her fuck shit or actually change and be Coley, really
Hmm.
start showing the internet who you really are and let people fall in love with you, because it's not my videos, it's me.
Yeah. It
I
is. Like
People have to
I
fall in
don't
love
think
with
she
you.
understands
That's all
that.
they have to do.
Yeah. And like I don't know. I think that she also really likes that beef streaming content. She's very good at it. I'll give her that. But like for me, when we were friends and we were going back and forth with Sarah Jean, man, I was literally at the end of my rope. I went to Wildflower like almost in tears, but like frustrated tears. Like this is so fucking dumb, and I want it to end. Like what can I do? And that's when we did the live stream. But that morning, I had went into Sarah Jean's chat like, "What is your fucking problem? Let's end this."
No.
Because if we've got a problem, come to me. Like we can work this out. Like I'll talk to you behind the scenes. It doesn't matter. Like typically with me. And it didn't in that situation. If Sarah Jean had come to me, I would have worked shit out with her. I didn't have that big of a problem with her. But she didn't. And it's like her and Coley like to go back and forth through these lives. And it's like they would just make up lies on each other. It's like some of this shit was true, but some of it was just not. You know what I mean? And I hate that shit. It's so hard to figure out. And then nobody understands because it's like it's a breakdown of a friendship. It really doesn't belong on the internet.
And it is really, really difficult when it's a bunch of lies, right? And no matter
Oh
how
yeah.
much you scream, yell, stomp your feet, show the proof, all
Yeah.
all the deflection is more and more lies, or more and more bullshit, more and more fuck shit. But I
Yeah.
say to myself, how do you say out your fucking fingers, right? Like you publicly said this. You said this to me. You had to say this. You
Hmm.
took the 3 minutes it took because you got salty, and then you had the nerve to say, You're exactly who I thought you were. Me and Coley have almost never been good.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you trying to say, Coley? Because if you think, and here goes the expectations, which can lead me into the next conversation that you could help me with too.
Okay.
Um, these expectations that, oh, I'm sharing your things, I'm showing you support. Mandy, I ain't been over there. I ain't been over there at all.
No, I
It's not
know.
like I thanked her. It's not even like, you know what I'm saying? If she comes by
Well,
me,
I did see,
I will put the heart.
yeah, like I want to say like a couple weeks ago, I saw her in your comments and like you guys had like a nice exchange back and forth.
Yeah,
And
like
I'm
maybe
wondering,
maybe 4 comments total, but like at least an
yeah, it wasn't
exchange.
much,
Sure.
but it was cordial. It
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
very, very
And
cordial.
I
And
will. But like, am I gonna go thank her for sharing my fucking live stream about dude? No, I'm not. I'm not. Because
yeah.
you're doing that, I think, in my opinion, to piss him off because you want him to talk about you. And to me, that's crazy.
Oh, I don't
It's the
think that at
same
all.
thing I thought about Cindy
I
and
actually think
JJ
it's
and
the
Criss, like,
absolute
starting
reverse.
their shit. Like,
I
you
think it
guys
is,
are crazy.
yeah. But I think it is the exact opposite of that. I think she wants to start his shit, but she doesn't want to have like a she wants to start his shit, but not at her. She wants him to start on you, or like I know he never stops about you, but like
Right, right,
keep the focus on you, or put it on Shelly or this person or that person, because I know
right.
deep down she does not like. No one likes when he talks about them. It is so degrading, and it's just a
Yeah,
shitty
yeah,
experience. So I think
sure.
that that is like her opposite intention. I think that her intention is
Well,
like, oh
what
look,
a horrible
check
way
out
to show
Tyra.
that then, huh? Because
Yeah.
to me, that's exactly what that screams. I want your attention. He's gonna notice.
Yeah, and it's like, and it'd be different if this was like just a random internet beast, but this dude is on another level. It is different, much different. Like, and I don't understand how she was one of his targets at one point. How the fuck can you like try to reverse the missile on somebody else? And also, like, she was part of his community too. Like, that's something to never forget. Like, she went over there when she got too put out and gave him 200 fucking dollars on a live stream. And he couldn't even
Oh my
remember her name
God,
was
right,
Coley. He called her
right.
Chloe.
I be forgetting stuff, girl.
Yeah, but like, you think about that. Like, if somebody donated 200 bucks to me, I'm gonna remember your fucking name. You know what I mean? Like, it was so.
Mhm.
It was almost like shameful. Like they were shaming her or something. I hated that. I thought it was so dumb.
So dumb. Okay, so here's my next thing, and I'm just gonna use
Mhm.
names. Like, I'm not even gonna beat around the fucking bush, dude.
Okay.
Um, so, Terry Lynn was in my community post, if I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
and she was commenting back to me on something I had said about Coley, I do believe.
Hmm.
And she mentioned in the comment, without even using Chris's name,
Hmm.
said something about her, like what she's over there doing by Coley. Okay. Now,
Okay.
10 minutes, maybe, right before I go
Mhm.
live. Okay.
Okay.
I literally, because Terry Lynn, I never do this. So I'm just saying, because Terry
Mhm.
Lynn had just commented, I hit her up on Instagram and told her I'm going live if you're just going to stay awake. Right. Because it
Mhm.
had been so recent, such a
Mhm.
right. So all of a sudden, I'm about to go live, 10 minutes past, and I have Criss, who, oh man, I
Chris is
can't.
Chris is
I
Chris.
can't.
Like there's no way to explain her. Like
Well, hold on though, hold on, because see, this is part of Tira, right? Being a better person and all the things, and I said this year I have a lot of making up to do to my friends, and I am
Mhm.
going to give my friends as much time as I can give to them, and I think I was too frivolous with my time
Mhm.
because I've had time, right? Because I want to forget
Yeah.
about life. Why not just talk on the
Mhm.
phone and shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not someone who me and my friends are just not people who really talk on the phone. So I
Yeah.
have been talking on the phone with Criss, and she's so bent by Terry Lynn. Well,
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. She wants me to stop it.
You
First of
can't.
all, right. First of all, why Terry Lynn worries about Criss, I don't know. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I think it's silly. I think it's a waste of time. But like if you're over there and you see it, like who the fuck is Tyra to tell anybody in these streets to shut up?
Yeah.
Let's be for serious. Because honey, if there's one
Like
thing
we're all
Tyra
grown.
does is run her fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Who
and
am
it's like
I to tell Terry Lynn to leave Chris alone? And you know what?
exactly,
I
and it's
said
like we're
to
all
Chris,
fucking grown. Like I don't
right.
understand why Chris wouldn't understand that. It's almost like the vibe of go get your friend, and it's like no, your friend isn't doing fuck shit. She's just saying facts. Like she's saying things that have happened, things that have happened to her via Chris. That's she's allowed to do that. It's a free country.
Well, and also I've even suggested to her, number one, stay the fuck off of YouTube for a week.
Oh yeah.
Okay, right? Like stay off of YouTube. Who cares what
Hmm.
Terry Lynn says about you? Who gives a fuck?
Right?
Well,
Nobody
because I
does.
hearted her comment.
Hmm.
Chris, I heart every comment that is made, and I will continue to do so
Yeah.
until the day that I cannot keep up with them. And I
Hmm.
have done that for 5 years. And I will reply to every comment. But you
Hmm.
know what? I replied to that comment and still got a text from Chris. Oh,
What?
wow. Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Oh fuck.
That's all I
Okay.
said. My reply didn't even matter.
Jesus.
It
Like
was
that
the
that's
fact that
the
I
thing with
hearted it
it's
and then I
like
was questioned, do I even like her? I'm having a repeat of
mm,
I do for you, and now I have these expectations of you, and we're best friends and all the things. I'm not that person.
no.
Mandy, what have I said for so many years? I don't make friendships. I do not
No.
sit on the phone and talk to my friends for hours a day.
No,
Like,
I
how
would
many
almost
times
bet
do I
you.
have to say that for someone who can become a new friend and still
Hmm.
be confused, Mandy?
Yeah, like and I just throwing it out there. I bet maybe 8 of us on here have your actual number. Like can
Oh,
text
yeah,
you,
I
can
would
reach
say a
out.
good 8. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you're
It's
totally right
not like
on.
you're out there
No more
throwing your
than
number
10,
to
that's a fact.
everybody.
No more than
And
10, facts.
yeah, and it's like when you make friends, like you have a group of friends, and it's like it's pretty clear you don't want any more, because we've had this huge shakeup with Shelly. Things have been leaked over the past couple years. Nobody knows who did that. Could have been Shelly. We don't know. Could have been anybody. But I I don't think that Chris understands like the hesitation at being friends because she's not used to the internet. She's not used to YouTube. So it's like she's not used to people being like, "Hey," and being friendly with her, but not necessarily being friends. Like I think that she thinks everyone who says hello to her and is nice to her is her friend, and you can't be that way on YouTube. You're going to get your heart broken over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh. And I just say to myself, like, come on, like, how much more clear? Like, dude, I had to tell her, Mandy. Like, I
Mhm.
literally told her, I am not doing this every day. You got
Mhm.
me all the way fucked up.
Yeah. And like
I am not
honestly,
starting my day with how mad you are at Terry Lynn. Why do
oh
you let that
god.
girl bother you? And I get it. Chris is very much like me. And, she wants to fucking bite people's heads off and all the things.
Yeah.
I've also suggested, okay, that she go on her channel, which we all have now, and
Yeah.
talk your shit. Talk your
Yeah,
shit
and
right
I've
back.
checked. She doesn't create any videos, and I don't understand it. Chris, like it's something Chris could do, and people would gravitate toward her, and she would have the friends that she wants. But
But at the same time, if you're going to be so booty hurt by Terry Lynn, which Terry Lynn could get under my skin too. Like I'd be like sometimes like, oh my God, I love me some Terry Lynn because like she's a
yeah,
girl after my own heart, right? When she's
yeah,
been treating Shelly especially recently.
hmm,
So it's just like, but at the same time, Chris can dish it too.
I
You
think
know what I'm
Chris's
saying? Why are
biggest,
you
yeah,
letting
like I
her
think her
do all
biggest
the
problem
talking?
with, I think her biggest problem with Terry Lynn, and I was there when it happened, was Terry Lynn put the Like, she let her up that last time on panel, and she was trying to set boundaries, but Criss just could not understand the boundaries, and she would not adhere to the boundaries. But it seemed like a breakdown in communication. Like, it seemed like Criss thought, oh, Terry Lynn's channel is like the community channel where the whole community comes, and if you have anything to say, you hop up on panel, and that's where the community shit goes down. And that's not necessarily true. Like, that's Terry
Right.
Lynn's community. She runs it how she wants to.
Right.
And I
Right.
think that that's the biggest thing that Criss just doesn't grasp.
Dude, I've even told her, go over here. I've sent her to Krama. She
Yeah.
loves fucking true crime. I sent her to my girl Brittany J, who has a true crime channel and actually does do content on it, and then has like a drama channel, right?
Oh,
Like, dude,
girl,
I'm
did you
telling,
just
I'm like,
shade
girl,
me?
you can find your people.
Did you hear me? I was like, did you just shade me? But no, yeah, like, I don't get this stuff with Criss. I think that she would be a great addition to any community, but I think she's got to get her shit unlocked with boundaries. Like, and those are hard to
I don't
learn.
understand why people would put expectations on me of all people. And you
Well,
know
I do
what?
know
Maybe
this
that's
too.
wrong of me to have that expectation that they wouldn't put the expectations because
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more than clear.
yeah, and like I will say too, BPD, which my sister has, and you know some of the shit I've been through like over the past few years with my
Yeah,
sister.
yeah.
Like
Well,
that
it's unfortunate.
mental, yeah,
It,
like it can
it's
really
all
fuck with you.
unfortunate, Mandy, because like, and at this point, it is what it is. I cannot have a relationship with Criss outside of YouTube.
And you
I'm
can't
not
always be
going
questioned.
to I'm not going to have somebody put their expectations on me and, maybe utilize the help that they've given me to,
Fuck that.
then uh
It's not a quid pro
basically boss
quo.
me around in any kind of way, and I just see like that's where it's going,
Yeah,
and
and
I'm not
that's not
doing
right.
that with
That's not quid
nobody.
pro quo. Like quid pro quo would be I give you X and you give me like Z. You see what I'm saying? But like
Yeah.
that's not what's going on with you and Criss. Criss doesn't have to donate. Criss doesn't have to do any of that stuff. If you do it with a kind, free heart because it's not a loan. It's not anything like that. It's like if you want to donate, you can. And there are no strings with that. Like it
Yeah.
ends there. And I don't like that. Like I can't stand when people are like, "Oh, I did this for you. You need to do that for me." No, it's not
Oh,
the way it
Mandy,
works.
before your time, we had someone called Roddy Mom.
Oh wait,
And
Roddy Mom, like Coley's Roddy Mom?
nope, not the Roddy Mom you know. Nope, not at all.
The OG Roddy Mom. Okay, I know
The
who you're
OG
talking
Roddy
about, but yeah,
Mom.
she was like right
Yeah.
right before
And
my
I
time.
mean, before you know it, she thought she was running my channel and shit. And it's like, no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no,
Because
no.
all these gifts you be sending, girl, ain't got shit to do with you having, can't nobody tell me what to do, Mandy. Can't
Yep,
nobody tell me what
nobody.
to
And
do.
nobody should try. You are a grown fucking woman. That is just weird behavior to try to
And if my
control.
friends want to tell me what to do, even they know I'm going to tell Tyra, God damn you, you better blah, 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 blah. But they still know
Yeah.
there's a 50-50 chance, right? But like,
Yeah.
if you ain't even cool with me like that, you think you're going to tell me what to do and stuff? No, we're not doing that. And
Yeah.
like, shame on me. And that's why I'm talking about this publicly because I knew better.
You're
And
doing
I
really
have a
good.
feeling that she's going to air me out. And you know what? It is what it is, fam. It is what it is. Like, I'm
I
guilty
mean,
of
what the fuck
nothing
did she
except
say? You
for
know what I mean? Like,
leaning
what did
on
she really
someone,
say?
Mandy, who I was able to tell things to that I'm embarrassed to say to my friends. And that's just the reality.
That's fucked.
And not
That's
that I
so
talked
fucked.
behind my friends' backs. I don't mean it like that. Just it
Just
was
personal
it was
things.
a third party who couldn't hold me accountable, right? Because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
cool with her like that. I'm just talking to her. We're just,
Yeah.
really, really like, starting even a talking friendship, right? Because after
Mm-hmm.
so long, I might give you my number type shit.
Yeah.
And like, that's what it's been. So it's almost like a third party, someone who is completely non biased.
Yeah.
And, I'm I mean, did I utilize her to talk? Yes, but I listened to her too. So, I mean,
Yeah. It
other
just
than in exchange of money because she said she wanted to help me, like,
mhm.
I don't know. I don't know, Mandy, but like, Criss, yeah, like the shit's gotta go. Like
I'll just
it's over with. This is a breakup. This is so weird, but like this is just how I have to do things going forward. I have to be
no, and I
completely
totally get that.
transparent because you just don't know where she's gonna go next and what she'll be
No.
saying. So at least you know what I'm saying. Like I don't have to text you. I've blocked her on my phone. I
Mhm.
could not believe that she was more worried about me hearting something than me not saying anything in regards to her in reply to that
Yeah.
comment.
I don't know. If I think about it like this, like you and I had a very hot cold relationship like when we started to become friends. It was like it was clear,
Yeah.
you know, trust issues on both sides. But
Yeah.
like we
Yeah.
were trying to work to make it right. But like Tira, have
Mhm.
I ever come up to you in that entire time? I would say this has transpired over a year. Have I come to you in this year and said, "Hey Tira, do you like me? Like do you really like me? Or are you
Right.
just
And
like faking it?"
Mandy, I would have to say something to you, but see, I fucked with you though. See, so there is a difference. So you're a bad example. But like, let's pretend I did have like a newer friend
Mhm.
alongside Criss. You know,
Yeah.
I would be doing the same thing. If
Mhm.
this Susan person also has been cool for the last year and now I give her my phone number and we're talking and all the things, right?
Mhm.
And Susan starts telling me, "You need to tell Terry Lynn this and that, and blah, 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 blah." And you want to start my fucking day like that when I had the worst night ever, right? Like, fuck you,
Yeah, like
dude.
that's so dumb. Like, I'm sorry, and
Fuck
I hate to say
you.
that, but like when I text you, I don't ever text you like, "Oh my god, look, this is going down." I text you like, "Look at the shit
Never,
Jessica Kennedy doing."
never. But Mandy, how many times have I said, don't send me, people don't send me things? Well, if
Yeah,
I'm telling you nobody sends me things, why would you start sending me things now that you have my phone number?
exactly. Like that's
You know what
weird.
I
It's like
mean? Right?
like with the Jessica Kent thing. It's like I send you shit on her because we don't fucking know her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
It's like
mm-hmm,
it's like
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Right now, I'm enjoying the train wreck.
Well,
And at
and you
some
know what
point,
though?
I
You
do
know
want
I
a Jessica Kent
appreciate it though
video.
too. But you also know that I'm interested and you're just
Hmm.
looking out for me. So that's something totally different too.
Yeah,
But
true.
no, really, I'm not making any more new friends. Hashtag no new friends.
Yeah,
And
and
I
like that
think
sucks,
the
but at the same time, it's
people
where we are.
just for right now, just until like I get things together because I really wanted to say to her, Mandy,
Hmm.
like, I know that I'm not officially monetized on YouTube, but
Yeah,
all of these videos that I'm making will be monetized just as soon as they accept this ID, right? So whether it's this
yeah.
paper one, are they going to accept it, or do I got to wait till I get the mailed one, right?
Hmm.
So the thing is, I get paid to talk about drama,
Yeah.
and I don't have dramatic conversations with my friends where I've
Hmm.
ever and I've had a lot of fucking conversations, okay, let's just think about
Yeah.
that, where I've ever said in my head, "Tira, tell this bitch I get paid for drama. I ain't fucking talking to you about this shit for free." And
Hmm.
I hate to be like that, but when it's that dramatic all the time, and that's what I want to say to you, that's fucked up.
Well,
That's
when
fucked
I was
up.
friends with Dustin, like one thing that he was big on is like his industry is drama, but he would do a video and that'd be it. Like this is my 30 minutes of being irritated about whoever the fuck this is on the internet, and then he would like completely disassociate from it because your
Right.
whole life can't be drama. It can't be.
It
Like
can't be. Oh, it
if it
can't
is,
be.
you feel like shit all the time and it's just not worth it.
Oh, that is exactly how 2024 happened, or maybe 23, I guess, right? Like
Yeah, like when Olivia was
2023.
involved, I felt like shit all the time. My guts were
Oh my
constantly
God.
knotted.
Oh my
Like I
God.
felt awful.
I was like a manic mess in just dealing with dude at the same time, having her in my ear, the girls, the cursed eye.
Yeah.
Not to keep bringing up her name because I know that's your friend and I don't mean to do that, but like she had become like a part of the want to say community over there almost or something, you know. So like just Sarah Sarah's odd. Like
Yeah.
it
I
was
don't,
so
and I'll
much,
be straight up, I
Mandy.
don't know everything that happened with Sarah's Odd. I wasn't really friends with Curse when that was going on. So I don't know how that happened. But I will
Right.
stand 10 toes down on the fact that Cursed Eye is one of the most loyal people I have met on this app. When all that shit went down and Olivia was like, Mandy's grifting, Cursed Eye was the one that was like, no, she's not. Show me proof. She had none. Then it was Mandy's doing this. Mandy's, fucking around or, whatever the allegations were. Every time she came to Cursed Eye with one, Cursed Eye was like, no, that's not true. Because like Cursed Eye knew that she had said to me, Mandy, do you need anything from the store? Do you need money? What can I do? And I had said, I'm good. I don't need anything. I appreciate more than anything that you offered. So
Right, right.
she knew I wasn't doing those things, but she was the one that escalated and went to Marissa and was like, "Listen, this Olivia girl is telling everybody different things." And then that's what led to us all being on a three-way call where we realized, "Oh shit, Mandy's the next sacrificial victim. She's getting thrown under the bus in the next couple days." We wake up the next day, I'm under the bus. It was
And you
fucking
know how
wild.
interesting that because I do say often, and it's unfortunate because I judge people by the cover of the book, right? And
Yeah.
birds of a feather flock together. I
Yeah.
didn't trust Kirsty because Marissa seemed to be her BFF now. And I'm like, how can Kirsty
Hmm.
who's supposed to be like this like pillar in the community, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
she was a big star regardless. Like people watched her shit, you know.
Hmm.
And it's like, how do you hook up with a troll like Marissa and you guys are BFFs? And you know, Marissa kept saying, oh, and Kirsty, you know, didn't do this and didn't do that. And it gave me the bad vibes on her. It really did. And I was just like, oh, I gotta play Kirsty the same way I'm doing Marissa.
She has
And that is
always
because I judge the
straight
book
up
by a cover.
like she has always been like a legit friend to me. Like we do
And of
talk
course,
about
you
content
say she's
sometimes, but not
loyal as
often.
hell. That's so funny. Only
Yeah, and
me. Say
like,
that's what I
we
mean.
connected because she writes and I write, so that's like a mutual connection. She made my intro for my channel, which is dope as fuck. Um we did like a video together on a different channel she has, like, and it's fun. Like she's a very fun
Right.
person and
I
she's
love that for
extremely
you.
talented, like
I
extremely
love that
talented.
for you.
And I
Yeah,
think
you
with
know, I
the
just don't
Olivia
watch her kind of
situation,
content.
yeah, like with that situation specifically, I believe that Marissa and Melissa were like the key. Well, not Melissa. I don't think Melissa ever talked to her. And I think I'm misremembering that. She may have. But I know Marissa had the text messages that were needed to show exactly who Olivia was because she was talking about my, at the time, 7-year-old fucking child who has health issues that I had like confided in her. Like no one else knew the extent of my child's like medical issues aside from her. And I only told her because she was a mom to a quote unquote medically fragile child. Like I think her youngest has autism. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Like I need help. I really just need to vent. And she's a great person for that. And like the thing that blows my fucking mind with her is I would be on the phone with this chick for so long, like to the point where you're just like, man, I can't be on this phone no more. But like she was having conversations with so many people.
Oh
And
my
I have no
God.
idea how she had time for it. Like I
Well,
really don't.
Mandy, I was on the phone with her for 8 hours a day like it was a full time fucking job. Are you
I
kidding me?
know. And like part of it, like she also baited me and she never told anybody that, never showed any of that shit. But she was like telling me one day, I get so many calls for my business and I hate dealing with the administrative side, blah, 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 blah. I was like, dude, I can do all your admin stuff like remotely. I can literally make you a schedule, put the chicks that you want on each day, schedule your jobs, and just send that to you and you can forward it to your employees. And like she was acted really interested in it. And then this leads into something that happened with Coley. Like that, and I realized like maybe 3 weeks in that there was no way she was fucking serious. I don't even know if her business is as successful as she says. Because when I got too close to that subject, she just completely backed off, if that makes sense.
You know, that is so funny because she had mentioned that, man, I got this fucking lady who owes me, I don't know, 15 grand or something. And, she was
Mhm.
supposed to pay that shit like 90 days ago. Well, I was in credit and collections and AR in corporate
Mhm.
America my whole life, right? Up until I was
Yeah.
30. So, and I
Mhm.
happened to get in really early in life. So, like for almost 15 years, I was doing credit collections, AR. That's all I did. And I'm like, dude, if there's one thing I can do is your fucking AR, I can
Yeah.
take care of that part for you. I can fucking do your collections. I can collect money, bitch. Promise you that.
Yeah.
And she
Uh-huh.
never took me up on it.
Yeah, same. And it's like also then we did like the rock bottom recovery stuff, which I was super
Oh,
passionate
yeah.
about. I put
Oh,
out
yeah.
Tira,
Yeah.
I spent 5 days getting resources from every single state in the US and put it into a document. So we had like a comprehensive document. So if you came in and you're like, I'm from Ohio, I'm struggling, I need inpatient. I got you. Here's the number, call them, or I'll call them. You know what I mean? Like I was very serious
Hmm.
about it. And I was also writing a true crime script for her. And I finished the big document and I was like, hey, I finished. You can send, because I always get a $50 deposit. So I was charging her 150. And she had sent the 50. And I was like, here's the document. I'm done. Get me that other 100, like whenever. I'm not sweating it. And she was like, went the fuck off on me. Like, what are you talking about? Other 100. And I don't know if she had just forgotten that we had like a true crime case to do or whatever, but I finally figure it out and I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. Because if anything like that happens where I misremember something or whatever, I always apologize. And she's just going off like I'm begging her for money or something. I'm like, it got to a point where I was like, yo, hold up. Like you commissioned me for a job. You didn't give me shit. So this is this. You know what I mean? Like I'll
Right.
do the true
Sure.
crime piece. And that ended up never happening because of everything that went down. But the thing that she did with Coley was she was like, I really want to make these shirts for Rock Bottom. So can you help me find somebody who can design, etc. So I go to fucking Roddy Mom of all people. And I say, hey, can you do this? It's like 15 shirts, varying sizes, black. This is what we want, blah, blah, blah. Gave me a quote. I move that to, or I give that to Olivia. Well, Olivia never goes forward on anything. So I'm sitting there and I have to take like responsibility or whatever because I messed up a job for Roddy. And when in reality, I was just trying to get her some work because she did do good work and she made me like a sweatshirt with my logo one time. That was super
Hmm.
cool. So I was like, I'm just like, it was just a confusing situation. And then it's like Coley, that was when Coley switched from us just being cordial, cool, not in a bad place to I fucking hate Mandy. I'm gonna dox her. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go tell you know Mr. Oink Oink about her. Like I'm gonna do all this and just did all this chaos. And I don't even understand why. So it could be something more, but that was when all that happened. Was when Olivia asked me to find out about the shirts. I found out about the shirts, and then everything went to shit from there.
It's crazy because Burner said something recently, and how funny that I'm even fucking quoting this dude, but like the truth is the truth, and it
Yeah.
really stuck with me. He's a Scorpio, and he's like, I'm a Scorpio, and whoop de bam. And then he goes on to say, if I love one thing about you, I'm going to
Hmm.
love all the things about you, even though I hate them or something. I'm not
Yeah.
quoting him verbatim, but like basically, if I see one good thing in you, like I'll
Yeah.
hold on to that good thing. And I think that's what I do with Olivia
Oh, I
because
think I
I
do that
mean,
too.
I thought Shelly would never do what she did either, right?
Yeah.
And like that was a total fucking mind fuck. So
Hmm.
it's like online, my picker be off. My picker be way off, and I have
I
to
think it's
recognize
people
that.
can
Now is the
they can
time.
hide shit.
Hike
Like it's
energy,
so take energy. It's so easy to hide shit on the internet about your real life. It's so easy. You can just tell whatever story you want and what are you gonna do? You kind of gotta believe
right,
it, you
right,
know? But like I
right.
know this shit got weird with Olivia when she was like, Jessica Kent has stole my story. Like, she started saying shit like that to me because apparently she had her
Oh
son
God.
in like rehab or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was fucking weird. And I remember thinking,
Weird.
no, 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 no. I don't believe she is. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but I think Olivia got lost in the sauce and started talking to too many people, started bullshitting and telling people's business, and it all crashed down on her at one time. I don't wish her ill, but I can never fuck with that bitch again. Like, there's no part of me that could ever fuck with Olivia again.
Oh, and there's a part deep down inside that wants to have a conversation with her.
Oh, I'd love to have a conversation with her. But she'll just lie. That's the shit that pisses me off. Like, when we did have that live, which I wish was still in existence because it was great,
Yeah.
she just fucking lied straight to our fucking face. You're like, did you share pictures for my Discord? No, I did not. Oh, okay. Well, Steph just posted them. Wonder how that got out. You know what I mean? Like, lying
Mm-hmm.
so blatantly. And I fucking hate that because if you could be honest, we could have a conversation. But until you can, there's nothing to be said. And
I
I hate
do
to say
think
this.
Pookie's home, so I might have to end this. Let's see who this is, because I'm buzzing
Okay.
somebody in. Hold on one sec. Yes, it is Pookie. I'll let you know if we need to end it. But yeah, no, I would totally love to have a. I just want to I want to catch up with her and just see what she has learned from everything.
Yeah, like oh, so that. Like, I would love to see if she learned a lesson. And I think she did. She disappeared. She's not really doing the YouTube anymore. And I think she did learn a small lesson. But I do believe that she has always been very popular and able to alienate people and like make them think that this person's bad with no real proof. So I don't know. I've got conflicting feelings about her, but I'd love to have a conversation. And something I was going to say about Burner is, as much as I don't want to say it, and as much as I think he's a clown, whatever, I actually do believe he was a good dude to Jessica. I do. Like, I think that he loved her. I think that he did for her. I think that he was a good partner. And to like just the things he said, she's cheated on him 3 or 4 times, like all this dirty ass. And it's like, you talked about how this man was the best thing that ever happened to you. And now you're out there cheating on him for real? Like, why would you even do that if you've been through what you've been through? If it's legitimate.
Well, hold on one sec.
You're all good. By the way, I got 4%. So if I just drop off, it's because my phone died.
Yeah, he's playing his music, and I don't want him to not live his life. So,
Yeah.
Mandy, you're the best for coming up here with me. As always, I enjoyed having you. Thank you for
No
talking this
worries. I
stuff
had
out with
fun.
me. And yeah, I'm so glad you were on. Kennergy, it was so nice to see you. And yeah, have a good night. Sleep with the angels, girl.
Yeah, you too. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.